Hey guys, Axial GT here. Today we are reviewing the Dungeon of Naheulbeuk. Well, crap. Just a sec. Hey Google, how do you pronounce Naheulbeuk?
I have no fucking idea. Have you been drinking again?
Well, that's no help. So here it goes. Today we are reviewing the game with the difficult name, The Dungeon of Naheulbeuk, The Amulet of Chaos, the tactical RPG from Artefacts Studios. And if you go on to enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for future Axial GT content. Let's get the show on the road. Okay, I'll start off by reading the Steam description. Step into the wacky, heroic fantasy universe of the Dungeon of Naheulbeuk. Lead a team of unlikely and clumsy heroes in an epic and challenging tactical RPG. Live an adventure filled with humor, surprises, and silly encounters. And I have to say that description pretty much nails it. The universe we are playing in was actually created by French author John Lang as an audio comedy series. And I have to say this game is funny and loaded with classic stereotypes, like the dumb blonde elf and the brutish ogre, so they adapted the universe quite well. You control a ragtag group of 8 adventurers that are made of all the wrong stuff, each with their own playstyle and personality that is quite evident from the start. The basic story revolves around our less than remarkable heroes going to a supposed never-before-traversed dungeon in order to collect a statue. You quickly find out whoever told you this dungeon was free and clear of inhabitants, and dropping you into the fray,
I lied.
and that is the understatement. There are plenty of people to converse with. Now with combat itself, this is turn-based, and depending on your difficulty setting, when you start the game, it can either be a casual romp through the game, or a complete nightmare, where the smallest mistake in strategy will find you having your ass actually handed to you. It does have an XCOM feel, where you have 2 action points per turn, and all the characters have skill trees to buff their abilities, and it really does make for some interesting combat depending on your selection you choose for each. Now just a tip. The AI will gang up on the weaker and wounded characters to get them out of the fight, so support role abilities are a must when choosing skills from the skill trees. I do see this game as a must for die-hard tactics fans, where in the best of times, you can mop the floor with your opponents, and in the worst of times, and a few miscalculations, maybe your last, sending your awkward heroes to role-playing heaven. So combat-wise, I did find the experience enjoyable, except for one occasion. I did experience a bug where the AI froze and wouldn't finish its turn. Now, I only experienced this once, but have heard reports of others experiencing it on multiple occasions. But I can only gauge that on my playthrough, and a quick reload of my last save fixed the issue. Oh, and another tip. Save often, and don't just rely on the autosave feature, something I have learned over the years of playing hundreds of RPGs. Now admittedly the music and ambiance is kind of bland, but I feel the dialogue and the banter by the characters makes up for it. I'll also say that this is an adult game. These characters cuss, and cuss often, and it really does add to the characters' charm and personalities. Graphics wise, it actually looks pretty good for a top-down isometric view, and that's whether you are zoomed out or up close to the action. Everything is bright and colorful, kind of like watching a cartoon play out in front of your eyes. And while some may not enjoy that kind of vibe, I feel with this game it really does work. Now I played the Dungeon of Naheulbeuk, Amulet of Chaos on PC and purchased it on Steam for $34.99 USD. And you can get it on the Epic Game Store or GOG for the same price. Some may argue that that price is a little on the steep side. I think that's kind of subjective, but I see their argument. Probably should have been priced around $30. But I'm not going to haggle over the extra $5. But in summary, the Dungeon of Naheulbeuk, Amulet of Chaos, is a funny, zany romp through the tactical turn-based RPG genre. Does it have bugs? Yes, a few, but overall an enjoyable time for the turn-based fan. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. So what are your thoughts? Have you played Dungeon of Naheulbeuk, Amulet of Chaos? If you have, how was your experience? And if you haven't played it, tell me what you think in the comments. Links to my Twitter and Discord are in the description below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Axial GT content. I really appreciate you watching, and until next time, I am out of here. You all have a good one.